This is our reflection about what we did so far today in the iPad Meets the Common Core class. The first thing we started out with was making sure that everyone had all of these different apps loaded onto their iPad. And secondly, then we got them into the Edmodo class. First we were using the Edmodo iPad app and soon learned that there were a couple of glitches because of the updating of the Edmodo product, and we moved to the Edmodo website and created a app button for the website, and that worked much better. Students were able to get into the different folders. After that, then we talked about QR codes, and we used iEnigma to do a QR activity, and it seemed that everyone was able to get in and enjoyed using that. I don't believe very many people had used QR codes before that. After that, then we talked about some other ways that you can deal with workflow using the iPad, Edmodo being one, and QR codes being another. Then we moved to Dropbox, which is right here, and there was one person in the class that had used Dropbox before. Each person set up their own Dropbox account, and again, it was obvious that the app itself was limiting, and that if you wanted to create shared folders in Dropbox, you needed to use the actual website for that event. After lunch, then we used Shobi and another product called Telegami, and looked at some assignments and how you could use Shobi as your LMS or again as sharing workflow items. Now students are working on sharing workflow in one of these products, and they're working in teams, and it all seems to be going well. And here are the different types of buttons that you can use in Explain Everything. This is like a laser pointer, and you can change that view to either like a, I don't know, it looks more like a comment, or you can also use it to look more like a arrow. So that's a nice tool in this particular product. You can also have a pen and write that we like Shobi, and point to it. Or we could have used a shape and pointed to it. So if we get an arrow up here, we can create an arrow right there and point to Shobi, right? Oops, there. So, and we can also add text, add pictures, add websites, add video, and so this is a very good product if one hasn't used it or seen it. And that's the reflection of the class so far. I think it's going well, and tomorrow we'll be looking at the scenario database and actually creating our scenarios with the Common Core.